Something's coming up real fast. No, that's not real fast, you fucking piece of shit. That's drone fast. I don't know what's actually going on. You know, like I said, I gave my theory. Orange Man, I want to try and keep fascist tube, to a limit, but I guess he had said, the government knows what it is, but they're keeping people in the dark, true to, the current administration, the scumbags that they are, but who knows? Who knows? If they were testing shit, they don't have to test that in public. They have, Air Force bases with hundreds, even thousands of acres around them. There's, of course, Area 51. If they were testing some sort of defense or detection system, maybe they're running a trial to see how people react, who knows. But these people are idiots. And they got the lights on them, they're all official, the directional lights, so you know which way they're facing, the red and the white, or the green and the red, which don't flash. Maybe they do, I don't remember. I think on an airplane it's supposed to, there's your directional lights, the green on, I think it's the left wing, and the red on the right wing, and they just stay on. Then there's a red strobe that's supposed to be blinking anytime the propeller or the rotor's turning. And then there's a strobe, like a white light that flashes, and I think that's supposed to be on anytime you're moving. And that strobe and that red light can be anywhere. It can be on the top or the bottom, towards the front, towards the back. And if I remember correctly, there is a white light that's supposed to stay on the tail of the aircraft, rotor or what have you, so they're like positioning lights, so when you're flying along how the aircraft is orientated, right? It's like there's the front of the aircraft, and you're supposed to be at a certain altitude window, so to speak, like between 1,000 and 2,000 feet if you're, going this heading, and I forget what they are, of course, but there's systems, to keep aircraft separate. A lot of modern aircraft, have traffic collision avoidance systems, or TCAS, which will tell you, aircraft in the area. I don't know to what degree they have, if they tell you stats, altitude, direction, speed, heading, whatever. And whatnot. Then, there's different airspace around different types of airports. Basically, the airspace, most airspace is general airspace. You can fly, do whatever you want, as long as you're, whatever direction, altitude you're at, you're supposed to be at a certain heading, or you know what I'm trying to say, or whatever. But there are, like big airports, just look it up if you want to. So, like a little airport, and just sort of has like a little, okay, you're supposed to stay out of here. But big airports, they look like an upside down wedding cake. Because the big airplanes have to come in within that upside down wedding cake, and you're supposed to stay the fuck out of it. So, but there's like, 3 or 4 different types of, restricted airspace that you're supposed to stay out of, or at least get permission to fly through. And there's just all that stuff that logistically is associated with flying. Does it have a tower? Does it not? just announce your intentions. And then if it has a strobe and it's working, they've got different kinds. Like this is a general airport. This one means it's a military airport, and this is stuff that you should know, as you're flying along. It's more of a confirmation, It's not like, because the thing is with aviation, even during the day, even on a clear day, it's just nothing. It's nothingness. So, anyway. But I just wanted to state that who watched all the views on the stuff? Fucko, was that you? That's totally your style. You're such a worthless piece of shit. I looked at your pictures and whatnot. You should really do like a lean and squeeze. Have you considered being mad at me? You dumb, worthless piece of shit, you. You're nothing. You're nobody. Farkles, ooh. Ooh, is that like Mexican spaghetti or something? What in the hell? It had like hot sauce and honey. The stuff that you ate didn't have jalapenos, but the picture you showed did. And it looked like the raw ones, so they have more crunch. I prefer the pickled ones, whatever that is, like the ones they use in nachos. I don't know what they pickle them in, but is it just like vinegar and salt or something? I don't even know. I guess I should look that up. But the raw ones are a bit hot for me. The pickling like tones them down, and I like the flavor and stuff. That's about my limit. Just your average run of the mill, jalapeno. I used to get them raw at well, not raw, but just pickled and eat them plain whole ones at Chester's Chicken and Popeye's Chicken. But I could only eat 3 because the little pepper molecules build up in your mouth, and at that point you need to take a break and let your mouth recover, just salivate and whatnot. But holy shit, girl, you still got an OnlyFans? I never checked it out. You might be like, oh, that's the old me, because maybe you're looking to find a man or whatever. Possibly me. Leave a comment below. Oh, you look so fucking amazing, whatever it is you do. Every little thing that you do, baby, I'm amazed by you. That's a lyric from a song. I can't claim it as my own. Like that scene in A Knight's Tale. Spew poetry my direction, oh sweet Olaf von Wiggleberry, or whatever his name was. Sounds German. And he's like, I shall win this tournament for you just like everybody else. Just like the flanks on my horse. I'm in the process of watching Black Knight right now. It's so cheesy, I can't get through it. I had to do that with John Wick, too. I could watch all the Equalizers, the full movie, because it's got substance, but the other ones, it's like, the John Wick movies are basically just video games turned into a movie. So, I like Keanu Reeves, but like I said, apparently in real life he's a blue-pilled pussy, but I guess he's a really nice guy, He's not like a jerk, like a lot of actors are. I don't know where he stands politically, but whatever. You think that was some sort of subconscious thing? I had that dream and there was all that white and then Black Knight. Was that like a legitimate thing, or was that like, whatever? The girl in there, she's a black chick. She's very pretty. I'm a white boy, so I prefer white chicks, I can go brown, a little bit of cinnamon and spice, or Asian persuasion, but like Kosinabu. I thought she was Korean and Mexican, and apparently everybody else did too, or South American or Latino or whatever. I guess she's Native American, which is like, ooh, ooh. How's your friend with the big titties doing? Santa Titties, the ho ho ho. She's on the list for a while, and then she always kind of makes her way off the list, and I can never find her because she's always. Her name is weird, and I can never. I might be able to. I just don't care enough to care, so she's not on the list. But, she's got like family in Venezuela or some shit like that, but she's, upper class, so. When you look at these shithole countries, you see all the buildings and the wires running, from them and stuff. Then atop the hill, there's this estate, and that's like where she lives, She's eating fresh fruit and, pigs slaughtered the day before. Is where everybody else is eating rice and rats. So, her tits are ginormous. They're too big. They're like watermelons. They're not perfect like fuckos. Anyway, they could be a little. I get because I got them saved a couple different ways till Sunday. So I can size them up and match them up and use them how I need to. The actual picture, I guess they could be a tad, just a tiny, tiny, tiny tad bigger. But I'll have to look again. Because that's the thing about being a loser like me is when you take that picture, little, if you got your iPhone, a little bit this way or a little bit that way, which I use, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, I need to narrow that ass up a little bit. Click. Okay, there we go. And you can kind of tweak things, you know what I mean? So if you kind of hold it this way, it's like just a tiny, let's size them up just a little bit bigger. So, but remember, you've got a little bit of wiggle room, but not too much. You've got a window, because if you go past, then it's like, well, now her head's too small, and it looks weird, You just sort of have to stand back and look at it. Does that look right? And sometimes you don't catch it till like the next day. It's like, nah, I can't. Nah. So don't tell anybody I'm super, super pathetic, okay? Just keep it a secret between us. Oh, people are gonna think you're a prostitute. It's gonna be so stupid. Oh shit. Because out of all 7 of my hoes, I mean, you're the glamour girl. You know what I mean? I mean, they won't think you're like a whore or a prostitute. They'll think, I'm paying, $100 an hour, for your time or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You're some sort of, I don't know what the rules are. That's like not even legal. Call it waddy. Anyway. And you'll have to tone it down, maybe. You know how you said you were asking. I look so busted. Yeah, I doubt that. Seems like there was something, but I couldn't do the stuff, and I don't care to do the other whatnot. So, yeah. And of course, I like to watch you eat, and I don't mean that like in a sexual way. Okay, my name isn't Ben or Brian. Technically, I'm deprived, but not really. And what I'm not is depraved. Ben and Brian are both. But yeah, it's just kind of cute. That doesn't creep you out, does it? All them videos, that's like, at the end when you eat it and you do the little, oh, it's so delicious, but you put it in your mouth, and you don't want to smear your lipstick gloss now because you're all glamoury and stuff. She's a lady, the kind you like to flunk, the kind you like to take after dinner. I'm sitting across from you just shoveling it in. I eat like a dog, but there's you, just put it in your mouth. Chew it up and swallow it. Oh, that's so delicious. We should get it. We should get another round to go. Drinking the food guzzling down some beer, with food still in my mouth. The ultimate heathenistic move. There's you just sipping your wine. Ah, shit. Yes, indeed. Yeah. It looks so fucking amazing. Who's the dude who took the picture and whatnot? Was that guy? Was it that? His name was Fag Toast or something like that. I forget. He's a friend of yours. That's good. All your friends should be gay. Yeah. That's funny, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're all gay and they're through the other bill. But, was that your man? Like I said, you chicks, do a thing and whatnot. But, yeah, he like makes underwear or some shit. Yeah. He must, heartburn from last night. He must have worked for UPS because he's packing a hell of a package. No, it's above average. I'm not gay, curious, or bi. Yeah, I've seen that guy, in tight, skivvies, and yep. I think he used to work for UPS. He's smuggling large walnuts. He's not smuggling kiwis, but he's smuggling large walnuts. And, well, anyway. Not gay, curious, or bi, but you got to give credit where it's due. Most packages, weigh in at, I don't know, maybe 4 pounds. I think his is probably weighing in at 6. Oh my God, please tell me you've never weighed your package. No, I haven't. But I'm just making a point. See, I'm not just talking shit. I'm throwing props this way. Yeah. Well, because it's your friend and all, That queer motherfucker. Yeah, that cocksucker. One with the UPS guy. Yeah. So, whatever. So, you're welcome for that. As if it matters. Oh, boyfriend, you don't have to be rude about it. And yeah, fuck yeah. No, I never worked for UPS. That's a little below my pay grade, but I prance around on camera. Good for you. Good for you. Like I said, all your male friends should definitely be gay. That's good. If I was Mr. Longhead or anything, or that dude, that bald guy, woman, you stay chained to the house, naked, barefoot in the kitchen. Andrew Tate, they would disagree. They'd be like, women, if they're dating you, they're not allowed to have male friends. Mm, they can have male friends. You just constantly make fun of them in their presence. Yes. Anyway, he's such a jerk. Why's he got to be like that? mm, anyway, 20 minutes. Grr, 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 growl. I fucking hate everybody. Grr. Which I generally do, just not in a hatred sense. It's you, not me. Pieces of shit. Anyway, thinking about you, Sparkles. Ooh. Oh. She's a lady.